adjusting the mood. You feel me?
Making some adjustments.
Adjustment.
Yeah, oh my God.
I'm like,
Look, that's how you know we starting off on a good note.
yes, definitely.
And, I am the host with the most. Let me turn down the music so the people can hear me. I am the host with the most. Some people call me Mario. In the streets, they call me Easy Does It. But other people know me as Mr. Como Tu Está. And my co-host, AKA, there we go. And welcome to Black Affinity Network or Affinity Black Network, whichever way you want to pronounce it, as long as you say it, okay? We have the beautiful Miss Affinity Black herself. Would you like to introduce yourself to your people?
Yo, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? We back again today. We kind of missed the day, but we have To the Left podcast. They're gonna be hosting, helping us get everything going, and then we also have Michelle,
the lady with the Pepto-Bismol dress.
First and foremost, Pepto-Bismol is a light pink. This is fuchsia, okay? Fuchsia. Know your colors, my dear. Know your colors, okay? That's right. I went to school. Anyway, excuse me?
Like you play the guitar.
I do?
You look like you belong in a
You
blues
look like
club.
you look like you like the way the guitar be played.
Ooh.
Anyways, so
Oh my God, is he speechless right now?
anyways, my name is Michelle. I am located in Houston, Texas. I am a caterer. Listen, if you're located in Houston, Texas, you have to order from me. If I made it as good, holla at your girl. How y'all doing?
Yes. So the topic for tonight's discussion is what makes people complacent in a relationship.
I feel like complacency comes with comfortability.
Dang.
Like people feel like the battle is already won in the relationship. Like you got the girl, you wooed the girl, you clapped the girl's cheeks. After that, they get a sense of comfortability, like they don't have to work anymore because the goal has been attained. But sometimes you gotta work twice as hard to keep her.
Dang. So
You don't think that's something that becomes boring when you're complacent in a relationship? It becomes boring. So the interest has to stay there.
What's the time frame on complacency though? Because I feel like after you've been together, 15, 20 years, you kind of know the ins and outs of the persons you've been with.
But don't you spice up your relationship? Like you know the ins and outs, but there's always other things to explore.
I mean, yeah,
People change every day.
You can spice it up sexually, but what if what you want to do ain't really her speed? Like, hey, babe, let me put it in your butt. Ew, I don't do that. And it's like, damn, I tried. Now it's like he's scared to.
Out of all things, like really,
we trying to kick it off the right way.
Yeah, I feel like you scared. You like, oh hell no, and then he's looking at you like, shit, I can't say anything else because I feel like anything else she's gonna decline.
Because she don't want to get it in her butt.
Hey, listen, man. A man's ego is very, very fragile. Okay, it tends to get hurt very, very easily.
So why do people become?
Not really. It's the idea of coming up with something new getting shot down. Not the idea itself. You cannot be interested in the idea, but men when they come up with something, trust me, they didn't really think long and hard about it. It's just an idea. And
would you be open to something new?
Would you be
would you be open to something new? I'll speak up.
Mean in what term? Like what would we do? Sexually, or are we talking just
in the relationship? The relationship.
No, you free.
How important is sex in your relationship? Is it like 90%? Because you.
Okay, if we're looking at a pie chart, and the pie chart is 100%.
That's just
Sex would cover more than 40% in my personal pie chart.
So like 50%.
Well, I'll say 40 because other things are kind of
40%
equal to sex. But, yeah, but what if you got 50% sex, right? And then you got 25% left to go. Okay, 25% will go to having a good job, and the other 25% will looking cute. But then what if she just dumb?
Dog means that you're smart.
You don't have to have a good job to be smart. I know a lot of construction workers that make money, but they stupid as
No,
shit.
but we're talking about the girl. Now, here's the thing about you dating the girl. Depending on her job is who you're going to choose to date.
What if she's a stripper? It don't take much intelligence to be a stripper.
But you're not going to date a stripper.
But you making bands, though.
But it don't matter to you. Now, integrity comes into play.
Which is why you can't cover the whole 25% on just looks and another 25% on a good job. Like,
all right,
those intricate pieces play a part in a relationship long term.
So let's say you can't do that,
right?
And you split the 50 of the sex. Where you gonna put the rest of it at?
I'm gonna have, it's gonna be more than 25%. I'm gonna have to divide it up. It's gonna be 10%.
I'm listening.
All right, 10% is
so you have 40% sex.
40% sex, right?
Okay.
10% intelligence, 10% looks, 10% sense of humor. Sense of humor is big. I probably might go 20% sense of humor. Right? Okay. So far what? We're at 80% already.
That's because you're sarcastic.
I'm an asshole. It's okay.
Okay, I didn't want to say
that. I know, I'd admit that. I'd admit that.
So
all right. That only leaves me 20% left.
No.
Okay.
Because, all right. No, it doesn't. It leaves you 10. No, you're right. It leaves you 20. What you going to do with the 20?
The rest of the 20 is going to go to good moral values.
And what does that entail? Like good morals and values?
Caring, genuine, smart. It's a lot that goes into moral values. Thoughtful. It's a lot of stuff that goes there, but you're grown in those ways. Some people lose their way because of how they was raised, and how you was raised creates the person you become. And I feel like if you were raised in a family that got good morals and values, that's a very, very intricate part to becoming who you are.
So the question for tonight is, what makes people complacent in a relationship? So if a person had all of those qualities, 40% sex, 10% intelligence, 20% with sense of humor.
Yes, I need that.
Yeah, and then 20% morals and values. Why do people become complacent? Would you become complacent with a person like that? She gave you all of that. Those are everything.
I mean, everyone becomes complacent. It's not done purposely. It's just how the relationship transition. Because the cupcake phase, which is like, I can't wait to see her, I can't wait to talk to her, I can't wait to lay next to her and see her. Eventually, that runs out. That takes its toll, and then the relationship transitions. That next phase is where the complacency lies.
Could it also fall into the fact that after we court the person and we get the person, now we look at them as property?
Dang.
Well, men are hunters naturally.
Right.
So if we're going to find you, we're going to hunt you down, and we're going to try to make you ours. But then after...
But women are hunters too.
Yeah, women do be
She's not going to try to date the weakest link. It's either financially or look-wise. So I think the problem...
So do men really look at women as property? And that's why...
I think humans look at other humans as property.
Okay.
Because I did what I had to do to get you. I understand you. I know you. You know me. Now I'm not worried about losing you because you're there. And now because you're there, you stop doing what you did to get them. And you stop doing what you did to keep their attention. And I think that's just humans, period. That's man and woman.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think that people become complacent because the chase was all they were after? They wasn't chasing nothing else in life. Like, I think our last few videos, Mario always talks about getting a bag, right?
Absolutely.
So that's important, right? Like, how important is that?
What, the bag?
Yeah.
I mean, the bag comes with a lot. Like
10% though, financially.
I've never seen anybody crowd a bum and tell a bum, "Oh, you so cute for a bum." I've never seen that. Not in my 30+ years of living. Like you have.
What's wrong with you?
Because it's never happened. But let a nigga pull up in a nice car and he presents himself nice and everybody seems to like him and be cool with him. You like, that's somebody I could get to know. And it draws people. And sometimes, you know, with that attention comes a lot of responsibilities. Because sometimes you can give the wrong person the best part of you and you end up ruining yourself.
Yeah. So okay, so this whole chasing thing, right? Like you chasing the bag, or you chase a woman, and then you at the end you got the person. There's nothing else there to chase. Like it was that a man or a person's ultimate goal was just to chase the person and really have nothing else to do in life. Like,
I mean,
I think that's where complacency come, because there was nothing really further to do with that person.
I mean, everything has to be compartmentalized because sometimes your physical goals might be different than what your actual personal goals are.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, sometimes you can chase somebody and assume that you have this idea of them, and then they're not that.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lot of people that look like they live a great life, but they're really struggling. But the image of it is what they like, that fake appearance.
Like, give me an example.
Okay, now I have a couple of people that post on social media, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know, right? It's a lot of people, okay? It's jewelries, it's cars, it's clothes, it's vacations, it's all the good parts. Mm-hmm. And then there's the text messages is, you got $100 I could borrow real quick.
Oh my God, I hate that.
And it's that, but it's like, damn, nigga, you was just in Jamaica eating oxtails with the
living your best
them.
life.
And you sitting here asking me with the bad man them. But now you sitting here asking me for $100 because you don't got enough to come back home. It's that. But people fall in love with that image of them. That,
image, yeah.
Oh my God, he's so cute and he's doing all of this. I want to now become a part of that. And some people aren't. Some people just fake it till they make it.
So like, people ain't really chasing anything else in life. Then
they're chasing the admiration of other people. Like,
do you feel that a lot of people do fake it? Like, because I've seen a lot of people portray an image just to get the attention that they want, or the type of lifestyle that they want, or the help that they want from a different person, from another person. Like using them.
What was the question?
Gratitude.
Do you feel like people fake it a lot?
Yeah, we live in a world of social media where it's a drug, unfortunately. Like them likes. Gratitude. Them likes get you hyped. Like you get excited that people are acknowledging you. Gratitude. And that you're in the limelight like that. And people love that. Not me. If I'm depressed, social media is gonna know I'm depressed. It's just, I'm human. So I'm gonna have my highs and I'm gonna have my lows. I'm not gonna pretend to be happy all the time. Happy people ain't happy all the time. Trust me.
I think that a lot of people who are pieces of shit have the tendency to do what they do on social media to get the gratitude of individuals who really don't know them.
Yeah, people that don't give a fuck about them.
Right. It's not even the fact that they don't give a fuck. It's the fact that they don't know you emotionally. Mm-hmm. So you feel fulfilled understanding that this doesn't know me, but you know damn near around you, nobody fucks with you.
Mm-hmm. So people ain't taking the time to get to know one another.
People are not getting the time to get to know themselves.
Yeah,
I agree.
They're chasing the high of being accepted. It doesn't matter what they do to get it. Like, they will break their morals of being a human to get it. That the attention to them matters more than anything.
So going back to like the complacency, what stops people from like going further in a relationship? Like, where, why, what's going on? Like, what do you guys think?
That emotional high is not there anymore.
Too many short-term goals, not enough long-term goals.
So like, what does a long-term goal look like? Should a woman be the one like saying, hey, I want to see more, or, this is where I see myself, or this is where I see us, or should the guy be leading that way? I mean, I think,
I think it should be equal.
It should
I
be
feel like
equal.
you should have your own personal goals, right? Goals that you're gonna accomplish no matter what happens. Like I feel like life is chess, but no matter how many pieces come and go on a chessboard, the goal is still to get to the other side. Like me, my long-term goal is buying a home. That's something I want to do. Whether it's in New York, I want my first property to be in New York, and then I want to buy a house in Texas. That's like long-term goal for me. It doesn't matter what I go through or who's in my life. The goal is still going to remain the same. Now, don't get me wrong. I might trip and I might stumble, but it doesn't matter as long as I'm still moving forward to go towards my goal. But people sometimes find those goals in other people. Like, I can't afford a house, so I'm going to get with somebody who got some money, and then he's going to go get a house, and then I can then accomplish my goals. And it doesn't work like that.
No, it does. So, like, how do people get to that space? How can you be in a relationship, have your own goals, and then still monitor your relationship?
That's how communication. That's why people say communication is key.
Being selfish sometimes.
Well, let's talk about being
Let's
selfish.
talk about selfishness.
Good. That's good, right? Being
Yeah.
selfish.
It can be
Can
both a
people
good
be in
thing.
a relationship and be selfish?
Yeah. Do you think that's a good thing? Like, does it prosper your relationship or hinder it?
It all depends. Because at the end of the day, you need to also feed yourself your own high. Not your partner can't fulfill every high for you.
Right.
And literally just sitting down and having a moment for you, you're happy, you're satisfied. And then when you go home, you satisfied yourself and you go home happy.
But for me personally, I feel like there's a difference between selfishness and then self-sabotage. Because sometimes when you decide that you're going to become this selfish entity and do something for yourself, sometimes it ruins everything. So you have to be clear on communication with your partner on where your selfishness comes from and what you plan on doing with your selfishness. It's not to, disrespect or belittle or shun them away. It's more so for you and your own self.
So what's the self-sabotage part?
Yeah. How can you sabotage yourself by doing something for yourself?
So now let's just say, for example, you're in a relationship and there's a joint account. You take money out of that joint account because you're sure that what you're about to spend this money on long term is going to benefit the both of y'all. And then you end up losing all of it. So something that you did for yourself to help y'all ended up financially fucking both of y'all up because y'all didn't share this account. So now y'all flat broke. And because
was it like a gambling thing? Because when people
gambling.
gamble,
I mean,
look,
it's gambling, but it's still gambling. Gambling is
but
gambling is an investment.
But women don't gamble.
No,
Gambling
that's a risk. It's a risk. It's a risk because everybody is working hard.
Gambling, right? What is it? Go ahead. Say what you gotta say. We'll look up the definition.
Okay.
Women don't gamble.
No.
We take
gamble with the men.
Gamblers
take themselves. They don't play that shit.
Hell no,
bro. A girl will sit there. A woman will sit there and have $500 in a sneaker box and still be broke for a whole month because she's like, I'm not touching that shit. Niggas like us, because if I take 100, I'm not gonna be bothered.
For real.
They will not do it, bro.
And get her 2 appetizers and a drink every day to go to work. It might be enough.
Bro, she'll take a 20. We'll take 100. So she'll take a 20 and stretch it. Stretch it. We not.
The nachos is 3 for $5.
Bro, and she's comfortable. She's comfortable.
Yeah, men are stupid.
So gambling is a risk because you have this you can lose. So the way the other person will look at it is like, damn, you didn't communicate that with me. I understand it's a joint account that we share together, but you just lost our money that we worked hard for, and we're trying to get to a specific level in life.
And you know the thing about it? Sorry to cut you.
I would be mad.
If she helped you save that money, that's still her money. Because she stopped you from doing a whole lot of the other dumb shit. But you decided to do this one dumb shit that shut down everything she stopped you from doing to have your like settled
Like,
if something happens.
like, why not gamble from your personal account? Why from the joint account?
Because the joint account is where he saves at. The personal account is pendejo.
Wait, is this like a
The
personal
personal
experience
account
you
is
had?
rent, is Wi-Fi, is food, is money for you to get the miscellaneous stuff around the house. Like sometimes men don't have no money because they too busy invested into the family. And not for women. Women are a lot more better than saving when it comes to men. I'm gonna just put that out there now. Women are really meticulous when it comes to saving.
Is on spending money.
Right. I feel like where I spend my money is where I care.
That's a man's ego. A man's ego is to show you I got it. It doesn't matter. It's like spending money has to do with a man's ego. Like,
Wait,
so making sure that, oh babes, I want this to eat. Nah, I got it. That nigga could be strong.
What happened?
He's still gonna tell you he got it.
Oh,
We had a glitch.
In the nation.
okay.
Still gonna tell you he got it. Women, even if I got it, they're gonna say I don't.
That's not true.
Even if I got it, they're gonna say I don't.
That's not
We
true.
men, us, nigga
That's
got
not
$100 in
true.
his pocket, and you like, I want to go
Carla,
out.
what you think
You
about that,
not
Carla? I think that's not
That
true. What
nigga
you
gonna eat
think?
Chinese food before you go to your crib
Mm-hmm.
and tell you I'm not home. Still take you out, buy you your drinks, have one shot because he already drank before he got there. He know that he needed that money for the week, but at the end of the day, he know that in your eyes, it's still a win.
And men go through a lot just to make sure they appease women, and I'm telling you, it gets bad sometimes. Like,
And vice versa.
to make sure you good, and to make sure at the end of the day, clapping your cheeks is accomplished.
So
Your goal is normally clapping the cheeks, correct?
That's all men goals. See,
That's
the thing is,
Not all,
the thing
not
men and women-
all.
initial goal. That's the initial goal.
Absolutely, that's like Terminator, Michael Connor goal number one. Like the goal is to kill. Don't get me wrong. See, the thing is women would like to get to know you before having sex. Men would like to have sex before getting to know you. Because after a while, if I spent all of this time in getting to know you, and then we're not sexually compatible,
Mm-hmm.
it's like I feel like you owe me half of all the dinners that I spent.
Hold on, bro. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I want to get to know you first. Let me tell
Yeah, I
you.
want to get
You
to know you
are
first.
one of the few.
No, let me tell you why. Because we need to really think about this. We be on demon time.
Demonic.
Wait, what's demon time
We be
again? I
on
keep
demon
forgetting.
time.
Una
With a person
pisada
that
bien
talk to the
puesta.
drop, and they drop.
God.
Like literally
Oh,
ruin
God.
your life because you gave her demon time, and now she's on, bro. Everything you do, everywhere you go, she's there.
I feel like sex is an audition. Like you have to really put
But
your
that's
best foot forward.
but that's the thing about it. That's the type of time we gonna be on. And the thing about
Arlo,
us, you also need to think about it. We work plenty of hours. So the time that we get to be demonic, we're gonna be demonic.
Yeah.
So you really want to sit there and just clap first, then get to know her. Bro, she can go left.
But if you clap first and you really like it, now you're genuinely interested in knowing what she could possibly bring to the table because she could possibly now become a wife. Or you get to know her, right? Head is, she bites you, okay? That's how bad the head is. Okay? While she giving head, she's nipping your knees. You know that hurt. She don't get wet like she's supposed to. So now you saying they gotta spit on your man to get it in, and just the whole sexual experience is uncomfortable. Right. So now what do you do with that time that you took in getting to know her?
See, now I understand.
Please break it down.
What's gonna go through your head as a man is I spent all this time with this shit.
First of all, she ordered extra cheddar bay biscuits in McDonald's. I mean, in Red Lobster.
nobody goes to Red Lobster, bro.
You got the Seaside Trio, right?
Oh my God.
And then
$20.
and you got the extra biscuits, and then you got the lobster tail. So now you got all of that. I'm telling you, it's good. And now we get bad sexual works. So it's like, now what? Does she now become a dependent?
I'm gonna change the atmosphere.
Well, Mario, you should just take the L because Red Lobster is like high end
Do
McDonald's.
not
Like it's not
disrespect
that
Red Lobster,
serious.
No,
okay?
don't disrespect.
Red Lobster's
Don't disrespect.
American.
What?
That's a fact.
You know the time. You know that $150 that man was he sat there and spent on you. He could have got fired at that hour.
Mm-hmm.
$150
Do you
in
know
Red
how
Lobster?
many 2 for $3 hamburgers them $150 buy?
2 for $3.
What if a woman wasn't what if she wasn't grateful for that? How would you feel as a man to have spent $150 on her?
Oh,
At Red
What
Lobster.
if she felt like she deserved more than $150?
Your attitude alone gonna tell me that you deserve more $150.
And I don't know you to spend more than $150. I already said that time again. Like Applebee's as a first date is legit. Okay, we're gonna 2 for 20 it because I don't know if you're worth the STKs and Philippe's yet. I'm not sure of that. So let me get to know you. Take this 2 for 20. You feel me? Toma, you know, get whatever drinks you want because they're a reasonable price. Toma. And then we'll figure out our relationship.
All right. So what happens if the female doesn't like Red Lobster or if she doesn't like Chili's, whatever the hell, what you would say, Applebee's? What happens if she doesn't like that?
I find out what she do like because all women love seafood. Okay.
That's not true. Some people are actually allergic to seafood.
Some people.
All right. So say she's
Not the
allergic
baddies
to.
in the back. Okay.
She's
Most
allergic.
of the baddies love them some shrimps and some lobster.
Some what?
Shrimps.
So this specific baddie that you might be taking out, she's allergic to seafood. She cannot have seafood, so you can't take her to these places. What do you do then? You have to have a backup.
You eat steak?
We're going to STKs.
No, I got something better. You eat steak?
I know how to cook.
You eat steak? I'm gonna take you to Brazilian Steakhouse.
Okay.
The Brazilian Steakhouse is fire.
All right, but how much are you gonna spend there? Because Mario trying to do 2 for 20.
It's not about that. It's not about that.
But Mario's trying to do 2 for 20. That's
It's the atmosphere. Don't count my pockets. Count the experience.
All right, no.
We could go to Brooklyn where they sell this giant pupusas that's like $40, but it's really, really big. It's like a pizza pie big, and we can eat that and get steak.
Real quick. Go ahead, Michelle. One last thing. Wait, Evelyn said the main reasons why relationships fail are the loss of trust, poor communication, lack of respect, a difference in priorities, and
little
intimacy. So let's walk backwards. Little intimacy. What does intimacy mean to y'all?
Oh, me?
Not just sex.
See, like me? No, it doesn't mean sex to me. Like, I think I like getting intimate with your mind first.
Okay.
Sexual. Okay. God,
so let me tell you, like, I'm the type of dude that I'm like, yo, let me take you out. We're gonna go out, right?
Okay.
But I'm gonna make sure that everybody feels some type of way. Because I'm gonna make you feel like the baddest thing in the room.
Okay.
How you do that?
How you do that?
I'm gonna always take you out like it's the first date. Like while she walking away to the bathroom, I'm gonna look at her shit like, damn, that shit fat. And I'm gonna make sure there's another couple next to us. So when she's walking back, the nigga and her is looking. So now she's like, why are you looking at me? Nah, babes, they just jealous. Women can feel the energy in the room when another woman is looking at her like, damn, that nigga is really. Yeah, I already got you mentally.
Like this, Carla.
You all giggly. You know, we in the ride, we having a good time. Then when I get to the crib, I'm gonna give you demon time. You now emotionally, women always want to feel satisfied emotionally. So I emotionally satisfied you. So I know this whole week I ain't gonna have no issues, and I'm gonna get cooked for every day.
So what is intimacy
from that date? Because, like I said, it's the moment, it's the experience, it's something that they can talk about. I'm a weird nigga too. I'm the type of nigga like if you out with your friends and you like, yo, I'm gonna go somewhere. I got it. Where you going? What time you gonna get there? All right.
So Mario, what does intimacy mean to you? Like, what do you think women want when they talk about intimacy?
You think it's sex?
Or stop acting like you know me, Okay.
That's all you talk about, bro.
Okay. Okay. Seriously. Okay. I feel like intimacy is the moment. Right.
Like,
Intimacy.
what do you think women want when they ask about intimacy? Oh,
Uh,
she about to break it down for you, so I need you to catch this one.
I feel like women want to be in your skin. I feel like they want to know what's going
In
on.
your skin?
They want
Oh,
to know what's going on with you. They want to
All
know
up in
what
your
you're
business.
thinking. They want to know. They want to know everything there is to know about you, so they can do their best to try to make you as happy as you made them.
okay. Okay. So Evelyn broke it down for us real quick. She said 4 types of intimacy are emotional, mental, spiritual, and
Spiritual and
physical.
physical.
It's like,
And
are you guys stimulating these women out
And,
there?
and, and that's
Hey, you never said.
and that's what I meant when I said they want to
Okay,
be.
go ahead. Let's break it down.
When I said they want to be in your skin, that's
Yes.
exactly what I meant. They want to know.
It-
This is true.
okay. All right. So we gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. A difference in priorities. So she said this is the reason why relationships fell because of a loss of a different. There's a difference in priorities. Is that true? Yeah. Do y'all feel this? I feel that that's real. Like
I mean,
the priorities be all different.
yeah, because
Definitely.
some people be in 2 different phases of their lives.
Okay.
For example, one woman might want to get married and settle down, and she's done with the fuck shit. So the man, he felt like he's still in his prime. He's still going to be able to be outside and enjoying himself. And sometimes those differences right there can be more than enough to people to break up.
Michelle, you said not really.
No, I said I agree,
Oh,
but
you
going
yeah.
piggyback on what Mario just said, as far as like men wanting to explore and sow their royal oats, and women wanting to settle down. At what point does the man tell the woman, this is what I want to do, and I think it's best that we both explore our options, because the man is not the only one with options out here.
That's a big fact. And it's a
So
lot easier to get dick than it is to go and get vagina.
Mm-hmm.
10 times easier. You got 10 people on your phone that you can call right now that are skedaddle right onto your crib to clap your butts.
I think all you gotta do is take a picture with a skirt with a peekaboo on, and it's over.
And you know what men gotta do?
A
We gotta go through
peekaboo.
the courting you. We gotta convince you that it's in your best interest to let us clap your cheek. And then kick you out after.
Y'all women know the peekaboo picture. I be paying attention.
What the
but
hell is
she
a peekaboo
But, then,
picture?
but listen, but she just gave y'all the answer. She said emotional stimulation,
Mental,
mental
spiritual, and
stimulation.
That's what
physical.
the date. But that's what the date does.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
women
but
give
it's
you
not. That's just one date. You need to remain consistent
No,
with that.
like
I'm
he
literally
gave y'all
saying.
the answer.
But it's hard to be consistent when you dealing with everyday life's problems. Like
Or is it hard to be
But
consistent when there's too many women around?
That's the
that
best.
part,
I work too much.
That's the best time.
that part,
That's the best time to stimulate it.
When
when there's a lot of women around.
Right. Because
Like, no,
I
what Carla meant about a lot of women around, as in you're entertaining multiple women.
is
So
that what
that's
she meant, or is that how you took it? Because we never understood what she meant. Because I took it a certain type
Carla.
of way,
What you
also did
meant?
you.
okay, so wait, so how did you take it?
I took it as a room full of women or men are looking this way, looking that way, instead of entertaining the person that they're with.
In front of them, yeah.
Right. So that's how I took it.
I took it as in you're entertaining multiple women, so it's hard to focus on that specific person.
Oh, so now is the
So
thing.
what did you mean, Carla?
Wait, whatever
She
it meant
just
to
said it.
y'all.
No, she literally just said it, and you try to change her mind as a friend.
I did not know. She said okay.
No. That's the shit
Wait.
that we talking about as men. That's
Okay,
what we hate. We hate that. Your
okay.
friend could agree with your nigga, and then you try to change her mind because this is how you feel, and you
I
might
didn't change her mind. I
argue
was
language.
asking her a question.
Your sense of tone, your look, and also your pause. Let me know that you
Oh
wanted to
my
you wanted her to agree.
God.
Your smile and also the way that you're trying to sit there and look another type of way lets me know that you know that I know what I'm talking about. But you still gonna act
Okay.
this way. It's okay. Like I said, I pay attention.
Okay.
Okay,
All
wait.
right. That's
Let's go. She also said the lack of respect.
uh,
Are you guys not respecting women? Are women not respecting men?
what are
Both.
they taking? What are they taking as lack of respect? Because sometimes a lot of women take lack of respect as just the cheating. Like, oh my God, he disrespected me because he's with somebody else. That's like a big factor for many women.
I mean, it's not. I mean, so is the disrespect being with somebody else, or you walking into me having sex with somebody else on our bed?
Both. Yeah, both.
Because I feel like sometimes men would lie to the ones they love because the honesty could ruin the relationship.
So if men lie to women because the honesty would ruin the relationship, why commit the act?
Selfishness and self-sabotage.
But if that's the person that you care for, why would you be well, okay, we already had a conversation about selfishness, but why would you self-sabotage you in that type of situation? That's the person
Because
that you love and you care for.
sometimes that moment of mental satisfaction is isn't. I'm not saying that it's worth risking everything that you've built with a particular individual, but sometimes that selfishness sometimes consumes you, and you just want to do that for your own selfish reasons, and it's just bad.
So selfishness, the
Do you
thought,
guys do
is it a taught, go ahead, is it a taught behavior? Selfishness?
I mean, yes, but I think everybody in some way, shape, or form is selfish, because at
I
the end of the day, you're gonna make sure you're protected and you're gonna make sure your loved ones are protected. But you have to make sure you're protected first, because you can't protect others if you're not in a good space yourself.
I think that I could say for some women, they put a lot of their effort into the person that they're with.
hmm
A lot of effort. So that means that when they do certain things, they do it with you on their minds. Like if they probably go pick out some, like purchase food, they're like, okay, well, what do you want to eat tonight? A lot of times, I'm not going to say all the time because there's different type of women out there, but a lot of women, when they're in a relationship they think that is committed, they do a lot of things for, you know um
the
without
gratification of the man.
right, without thinking about any type of selfishness. So um I think a lot of times men don't see things, they don't see what women do for them, and I think they get comfortable with what women do for them, and
But
that's why.
in the same token, women are naturally nurturing. Like
Right.
women give life. Like, let's keep it a buck. So just because you're a mom doesn't make you a good mother. I get that, but it's in a woman natural instinct and aura to
Mhm.
provide nurture, and that's just the greatest quality of a woman, is that
So
selfless.
I take that for granted.
That's an answer that I can't give you. I'm gonna keep it a whole buck. That's an answer.
Okay. So
Like
why do you think you go ahead, go
being,
ahead.
like being nurturing and sex appeal is two totally different things. Like,
Okay.
don't change your image because you're comfortable. You got me because you looked a certain type of way. So keep up with it.
Okay.
do, do you think that some women don't keep up with their image when they already have the person that they want to be with?
Yes,
So women get complacent
you get
too.
complacent.
It's like, you got the nigga, you got his
You
money,
go out and you look good.
you met his mom.
You go out. You go out and you looking like a snack. But we in the house, you looking like at the end of the day, tomorrow's another day.
Like a
So she
bot.
can't wear. So she can't wear bata.
Listen, I don't mind.
If you naked under the bata, it's lit.
It's fire. Like if your toes is done, like if your toes is done nails and you got a butt down and I know you naked and shit clapping, moving, and you got a little perfume, like Wow. Like, okay, like we doing something.
Yo, so Tuti, she said a busy man makes time for the right woman, and we all busy.
But but that time
That is true.
is extremely crucial though, because you got to really understand his week and what he's been through. The last thing he's trying to do is A, argue, and B, make you understand where he's coming from by you not doing your job in a relationship. Because I work 19, sometimes 22, 23-hour days. I only got maybe an hour in the crib, and that's just to shower, get dressed, and I got to go right back out the door. Like, I would like somebody to know that I'm going through that and do the little things. Have dinner, have snack, have a lunch, talk to me. All of that while I'm still transitioning and going to work. Like, I have had people have conversations to me while I was in the shower, figure out how my brain is, figure out what task needs to be accomplished, and all of that. Because sometimes I'll be too busy to do the little things. But I can remember and say, hey, babe, do me a favor. Don't forget to pay the T-Mobile bill on Friday. I'm not going to be around to remember if you want your phone to work on Monday. Type shit. Like, I'm not thinking about stuff like that is what I'm thinking about. Like, the last thing I'm thinking about is making sure you're okay, because I'm trying to make sure we're okay.
So, although you work all those hours, I think what a lot of females go through with guys that work so much is
What about me?
no. What you said, Arlo?
Something just clicked in my head. Not good. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh.
So I think what a lot of females say is like, you make time for what you want, even if it's 10, 15 minutes.
That's not enough.
Yeah, but you still made time, and we appreciate the fact that you still came out.
Yeah, though.
That's a whole.
Yes, all right.
No.
So,
Because you just
yes,
said
we do.
you just
Yes,
said
we do.
You just said you don't like red lobsters.
But
And
I
what
know how
about
to cook,
the
so I cook for
time-
mine.
No, but I'm saying
No.
in general, what about the time he took out of his day to make sure that y'all went out to a McDonald's type restaurant? That's what you said, and took you out to dinner.
So that means
from his busy work.
What you basically just said is I don't care to understand what you're going through financially right now. This is not where I want to be.
I didn't say that. That's not what I
I'm
meant.
saying
That's what it translates to.
yes.
That's what you took from that. All
Because he's
right.
like, yo,
So
we going to Red Lobster. He's telling you, we out there. You like, what?
Yeah, that's like McDonald's.
Nigga, what the fuck?
Excuse me.
Really? Hey.
listen. So I'm gonna speak for myself, right? I don't want to go to Red Lobster. I don't want to go to these places, and I understand that someone might want to take me to those places. But I'm a caterer. I cook every single day, so I can cook for you, and it will be better than what you're going to buy. So let's just
So
stay in the crib, and you
this-
enjoy this meal that I'm about to chef up for you, because it's good, and that's that.
But see, that's you took time out for him to make sure you cook.
right.
This is the time he took out for you
To come and see me and
to
spend time with me.
Right, but he want to take you out. See, this is the problem. Right? What you said is
Okay, so Evelyn talked about priorities. So everybody's priority is different here.
Yeah.
You cook and he likes to take you out. So there's a lack of communication.
The lack of communication and the lack of priority is the fact that you no longer take benefit to another person's feelings.
All right, so this is my point. So if someone doesn't like the restaurant that you're taking them to, right?
Mhm.
But they're nice, they go, they might have an allergic reaction. They just going just to go with the flow.
You basically just said
You
I'm
caught
gonna
up
go on the flow and then just slap the nigga with the allergic reaction. So it's still ill.
I said that earlier though, that I said what happens if she has an allergic reaction and she's allergic
But
to
I just
seafood.
gave you
I
a
said
second.
that. All right, so but Mario asked me about Red Lobster, Arlo.
I thought you said it's like McDonald's. I don't even want to take you there no more.
It's fine because
He'd
for
rather
me
go
it's
by
like
himself and have a selfish moment
And bring you back 4 biscuits.
to eat with the meal that you cook.
Mm-hmm.
I could make the biscuits.
So Edwin said, if you're in a relationship, there's no reason for you to be having sex with another person. The only
That's true.
The only way you should be having sex with other people is if you are in an open relationship. What do you
That's
guys think
true.
about open relationships?
I
I
mean,
wouldn't be in one.
Why?
it's,
It's
Who,
an
me?
agreement.
I wouldn't be in. I think we had this discussion
Yeah.
last time. We did discuss this before. I wouldn't be in an open relationship because I don't like to share the person that I'm like, that I'm getting penetrated by. Like that's mine, and I'm yours, and that's that.
so if you wanted to spice things up by inviting another girl, would you be?
No,
So
she's
you're not.
uninvited. She's uninvited. She's uninvited.
I'm not.
She's
What do you guys think about open relationships?
I feel like it's doable as long as the communication is there. Like
I
both.
think that open relationships are great for people that cheat a lot. So now nobody could complain about you cheating because y'all got an open relationship. You could be like, yo, I'm gonna go see Susie today, and Marianne is coming in later on.
Not for
Like
nothing. Open
it works
relationships
out.
sometimes isn't about sex. Like,
Wait,
yeah,
what's open relationships about?
Open relationships, a lot of
okay.
people do that.
Sex
Financial
is
and sex.
sex is one of the priorities of open relationship, right? That's understood. But sometimes you can just really have a dope time with a particular individual that makes you feel some type of way. It's not no disrespect to the woman that you love because you still love her, but sometimes that energy is just different. And that's the energy that you like. And that's the energy that you can become accustomed to. Some people have open relationships that end up being best friends with people they started off just having sex with. It happens.
Mm-hmm.
It happens. But the
Arlo, would
open
you have
part,
an open relationship? Is that like something you're into? What do you think about it?
No, I'm good. There's too many emotions for me to take care of, and I don't got time for that.
exactly.
Like I'm trying to take care of my emotions. Then I got to deal with Susan and Michelle. That's too much.
So now let's break that down. Now let's say,
Mind you, I'm not even gonna say that now.
like, relationships are like jobs, right?
And that's probably all right.
So let's say you had a job paying you $1,000 a week.
Right.
You think it's a pretty good job, right? And another job comes along offering you $2,500. Will you then leave the $1,000 a week to go to the $2,500, or would you try to do both? If it's possible for you.
If it's possible.
No, I need a yes or no, sir. Yeah, you're gonna try to do both.
Right.
And that's what open relationships kind of are.
See, but then the problem with that
It's not
is,
like the $1,000 job hasn't.
Yeah,
been
but you
taken
might
because
not be able to.
here's
You
the
might not
problem.
be able to hold
Here's
down
the
the both
problem.
jobs.
That's why the other job is
Hold on,
seasonal.
Hold on. Here's the problem.
This nigga, I swear.
Here's the problem. This job is paying you, right?
Both jobs are paying you.
Right. Women are not fully paying you; they're consuming from you.
What do you mean?
What do you mean by
Yeah, break that down.
consuming?
Because at the end of the day, you have to know he's for you, right? He has to court you mentally and satisfy you physically.
Mm-hmm.
And if he did that somewhere else, how could he give you 100% when at the end of the day that's what you asked him for? So now what happens is that you become an employee to something that you're paying.
But remember, it's seasonal.
Even if it's seasonal, you can lose your other job because you paid attention to one more.
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
Now what happens with you? You lose who you are and you lose time in growing as a person because you're trying to balance out two things that at the end of the day are sucking everything out of you.
Exactly.
So now what? They could move on because they're going to find another employee while you're stuck at the bottom trying to get to where you should have got 2-3 years ago.
If you would have stayed with the $1,000.
Exactly. So now
I
you're
agree
being
with
greedy,
Arlo.
and because being greedy, you stuck.
Look, I agree with Arlo.
But I feel like you still can't be.
He's like, one is
You
temporary.
gotta level up though. I don't think that you should be complacent.
So you better leave one for the other one.
That's
Wait,
exactly. Pick one.
with that
Don't
example,
stay with two.
there's some level of complacency.
Come again?
With that example that you talked about being at
It's
the
that complacency.
$2,500.
Being on the job, right, and being complacent. If one job That's how you want to bring it up because that's how you look at things. Takes more hours to satisfy and fulfill, and you got to be at work longer than the
and
other
work
job.
harder.
Which one you
And
gonna and you got to work
harder.
harder? Which one you gonna stay with? And your $1,000 job, you off on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
And it does the job very
And
well.
on top of that, they still pay you for Friday. Half the day.
Fuck your
But
shit.
then the other job is paying you a little more. You work on Saturdays too. And you only got one day off. And they don't pay you vacation time. Where you gonna go?
No benefits. No benefits.
That 2,500 still
But you might lose the 2,500. You
You
might lose the job for the 2,500. So that, you know, but you'll still compromise the 1,000 for the 2,500 just because it's more.
logically, no.
Yeah.
You don't compromise what works for you. But sometimes that uncomfortability can transition you into another level. Like if you had a man that was bringing in 1,000%, and you know that 2,500 was giving you the works and giving you a run for your money, you know that it might be a little difficult, but the end goal is greater. You're gonna take that risk, and it's gonna be worth it to you because you know that at the end of the day, the benefit or the possibility of being happy is there.
I agree.
Okay, so happiness.
But it's easier for men to take. It's easier for women to take risks like that because women never marry down. They always marry up. They're not gonna go with a nigga that's less than what's already being brought to the table.
That is a lie. I agree with Arlo.
That's a lie.
You tell me
I agree.
If I walked into this room right now and she was next to fucking Chris Brown, she's gonna say, "Give me Arlo." No,
Yes. Yes. Hold up. I want to answer that. I want to answer.
Fuck everything.
I want to answer that.
Emotionally damaged. That's what she cared about.
No. She's still gonna deem it worth it?
No, she's not. After a while, she's not.
Listen.
Because at the end of the day, this nigga's getting all these type of bitches pregnant.
Her bank account was $2,500 with you all.
And Chris Brown.
I understand what you're telling me.
Reese done deposited $275,000, and you ain't got to worry about nothing for the rest of your life. You telling me she's gonna go with the not worrying for the rest of her life, then stick with Arlo in the Bronx.
I understand.
What are you talking about? He's abusive. You don't know if he's gonna fuck her ass up again. Like, what are you talking?
My lifestyle.
Some of those, but all I'm saying is that some of those sacrifices is gonna come with some compromise.
And the same.
If you're dealing with a nigga with money, it's gonna come with some shit that you're not gonna deal with normally under regular circumstances.
But you do know.
Talking about delayed gratification.
Okay, so no one wants a broke nigga, right? Right, like you guys want domesticated women. No one wants a broke nigga, right?
Right.
But money cannot buy you happiness.
Say that one more time.
Money can't buy you happiness.
Would you rather cry in a Honda or a Maybach?
I ain't crying at all.
You gotta pick one.
Yeah, you can. You have to cry. But what
Yo no voy a llorar.
Would you rather cry in a Honda or cry in a Maybach?
I'm still going to be crying, so it don't even matter. My feelings are still going to be the same feeling behind it. It doesn't matter.
I'd rather cry rich than cry broke.
Mm-hmm. And you know how many rich people commit suicide? You know how many rich people commit suicide? It doesn't matter how much money you have. The person who picked Breezy, right, over Arlo, as you said, like, yo, they could probably be thinking like, damn, yo, he probably fucked my ass up. You saw how he did Rihanna? That really got out of his fucking system. That shit is crazy. I know he got mad money, but damn. I'd rather be with somebody who respects me and honors me.
Rihanna was a moment. You don't let that one mistake define who you are.
You don't know. That was a public moment, but you don't know what other things that man has done.
And you so nobody's going to come out in public and say Chris Brown hit me.
Rihanna started all that.
Look, it doesn't matter.
Rihanna's Caribbean and aggressive. Why do you think ASAP is quiet?
So she makes him quiet?
She pops up at all that nigga show.
Facts. Like if you say something stupid about me and ruin what I got going on over here at Cincy, I'ma fuck
but
you.
a lot of men love the aggressive women. A lot of men love aggressive women.
He's a Harlem nigga. That's what they used to.
Hold up, what's wrong with Harlem?
I'm just saying. He's a Harlem. That's what he used to. I know a lot of Harlem niggas that like aggressive women. That's just the energy. That's the energy y'all give to each other.
I don't know porque yo no soy agresiva.
Well, let's switch gears real quick. So there's another comment that said you can still go out to eat.
Have African food, different places and cultures that everyone wins.
Right, that's dope. But the thing is him taking time out of his busy schedule. Because someone also said you make time for what you want. I want this time with you to be here. But now you're not appreciative of that time because it's not conducive to what you like.
To the image you like.
Right. So now, was my time validated? Or now am I encouraged to make more time with you even though you done shitted on the time that I made? Because it wasn't what you liked.
So I mean, a lot of people like those places. I think you shouldn't like change that.
Some men don't like going to church, but they do that because it'll make the person that they with happy. Or I don't like going to your parents' crib because your parents annoy the shit out of me. But I'm still go because it makes you happy. Sometimes you have to make yourself not happy to make your partner happy. And
I'm gonna let them know too.
And you do that a lot in relationships. And then that's when
what did you say? What did you say, Arlo?
Said I'm gonna let them know.
Let them know what? That their parents get on your nerves?
That they know that I'm gonna let the parents know they get on my nerves.
You're gonna tell the parents that?
Show it. Because emotional, when you can show, words is not everything. Your face says everything.
But wouldn't that be like an uncomfortable feeling for the parents?
First of all, if I don't like who my daughter brings to the crib, I'm like, this nigga is not welcome in my house no more. Keep that nigga outside. You only got one time to make a first impression. And if I don't like you when I first meet you, I don't care what you do. I'm never gonna like you.
Do you get along with? Well, did you or
do you get along with your significant other parents?
I love them to death.
Oh, okay,
even though it's
that's
not
dope.
But
that's dope.
You can call me anytime.
Oh,
how do you guys, and what determines when you will be presenting your significant other to your parents?
I gotta know you the one. And if anybody knows my mama is the most blunt woman that you can ever meet. Like, my mom doesn't spare no feelings. If she don't like you and she think you a bird, she's going to tell you, I think you a hoe.
Dang.
But as long as my son is with you, I'm going to rock with you. But just know that the second that's over, don't call me. And that's dead her speech. And after that is, Mario, if she makes you happy, then congratulations, baby. I like you. But then after that, once that's over, mom go through more relationships with women. Mother of sons go through more relationships than anybody else because you don't know how many countless women your son is bringing thinking she's the one. But moms know, like, she's a hoe. Your mom will be the first to tell you that she don't like somebody, right? And how many times our mom often write about the people who bring to the crib?
You know how they tell you?
How?
They got even away.
Huh.
That's a
Shorty not even looking to do this.
Even if she's Honduran? Even if she's Honduran? Because sometimes they tone it down when she's Honduran.
Bringing a woman of the culture to the household is a plus. It won't get you through the door.
Here's the problem, though. But
it'll make you a reservation.
They're going to ask questions that they won't ask somebody else.
Like?
Where's your mother from?
Halena Buguchu. Halena.
What part? What's your last name?
¿De qué familia viene?
Where your mother live at? Okay, Robaba.
Call all the cousins.
Right.
Hey, she's gonna find out.
The background check is gonna clear within 2 to 5 days.
Nigga, that same night.
And what time y'all meet?
Bro, the time you introduce that girl to your mother.
Carl, I think we preparing because we got
conversation.
sons.
By the time your mother goes to the room and she's like, okay, and she decides to walk away, she called your aunt that spoke to her friend that lived right there by Kingsbridge.
That heard your mama was
To let them know,
Not
right,
Kingsbridge.
right. Mhm.
So Evelyn said open relationship is called
Polygamy.
polygamy.
Polyamory.
Same thing.
Polyamorous.
sorry, okay, which is the desire or acceptance of having more than one intimate relationship at a time with the knowledge and consent of everyone involved.
But
Yep.
where is it stated in human nature that you're supposed to just be with one particular individual? Like, where's it written that that's law?
God made Adam and Eve for each other.
It's law with the woman that you decide to be with.
I like the way.
Who wrote that?
No
I-
one specifically wrote it. I mean, I think back in the day,
Book of John, there's Exodus, there's all these books on God, except what God really wrote. Like, how you gonna tell me what your interpretation of what his words are, and he never really spoke to you?
Porque Eve was made for Adam, and there was no other fucking female there for him.
And who they made? You see where I'm going with this?
I see where you're going.
You always, you know what I've noticed about you, I was about to call you Arlo. Mario. You always try to, huh?
My beard is longer.
I know. So you always try to justify why people should have another person, or why people cheat, and why people are coochie and dick happy.
I personally feel like happiness is supposed to come up within.
Okay? It does.
And when you're happy with yourself, then you can then give that happiness to other people. But sometimes your happiness or your energy isn't just meant for one sole person.
So how many people would you like to share your happiness with?
With as many people as possible. If
I
know
bet.
me doing something, no, not like that. But
no, they had not. I just said I bet because you like to share your happiness.
All I'm saying is that I feel like I'm a vibe, right? And if me chilling and having a 5-minute conversations makes your day brighter, then I feel like I did something good. And I want to be able to do that every day for the rest of my life. Like, I don't like my energy tainted at all. And I feel like I'm a free spirit. And as a free spirit, the word free is something that makes me happy. Like, I don't like the idea of rules, because I feel like rules is meant to put you in the box. Sometimes the box is where most people belong. But I really don't like boxes. I'm 6'4". I'm too big.
So what's the box like for you? Like, what's the box like for you?
Nigga said 6'4".
I'm too big for a box. I feel like my personality is really bright, and I don't want to dim my light because it makes you uncomfortable.
Okay, but what is that? How does a female feel? Like,
yeah,
I need you to explain that.
Okay, so I've been around females, right, all my life. So I feel like when I'm entertaining and when I'm laughing and when I'm joking, there's always those such people in the background be like, "Ew, he's doing too much." But even though it's making everybody else around them feel good and happy, it's that, oh, he's doing too much. He need to just chill. Like, he can never just relax sometimes and stuff.
So wait. So if you've been with one person
who's been a hater.
What do you mean?
Like nothing that I brought to the table. It wasn't enough.
So you've been with a woman that didn't want you entertaining, like being yourself.
Even though being myself is what brought them here in the first place.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's like going to a club, you fall in love with a stripper, y'all in a relationship, and now you don't want her to strip no more.
But then let me ask you a question though. Like, how far is too far for that person? Like, you get what I'm saying? Because sometimes women, sometimes you can be in a relationship, right? And you might giggle with this person and maybe say, have a little subtle joke with this person or that person. And women take that like, you're trying to holler or you doing something you get what I'm saying? They take certain gestures in the wrong way. So that might make your partner uncomfortable.
But that same gesture was the same gesture that
brought her to you.
That became the relationship.
Okay,
So,
so
so just
so
because that transpired, trust me enough to know that I respect this enough to not disrespect this by doing that, especially in front of you. That's like bad. Know that everything I do in public, I know I'm going in it with the thought that you're watching me.
okay. So you're very aware and you're conscious.
I'm extremely aware.
Well, we're also us women. We're also aware that there are women that can come and shake your hand, and you
And be
might
interested in you.
other next to you, and she might have slept with you 2 days before. There's women out there like that.
But see that doesn't become my problem. That's the
Wait,
woman's problem. It's only my problem. Well, I'm saying, like, if I shake your hand and what you interpret from that handshake is your interpretation of it, I know that I'm being friendly and I'm going on it with the intentions that you're a friend, you're a viewer. Like, I go around and say what's up to people all the time when I'm in the parties that love the podcast. They love you, they love Shelly, they ask me those type of questions. But just because we're having a conversation with that doesn't mean that I'm fucking you 3 hours later. It's
No,
not that.
that's true. That's true.
It's me because I'm in the public eye. I have to now be this
You have to
person
be
because
right,
that's
right,
who you
and I get
right,
that. I get
because
the part.
that's who you came to see.
Well, let me ask you a question.
But
Do
that's
you
where I
do you agree that energy is transferable?
yes.
Absolutely.
Right? So like you can look at a person a particular way and you can tell, wait, there's some energy transferring over there. Or a person could like kind of maybe give you a little smile and there's like a little energy there. Females, people feel that. And I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
be honest with you. Like I think that if you are with your lady and your lady noticed something funny, I'm sure you might notice what's going on. She might notice that she's complaining is because she noticed something over
So
there.
should I yell at you because another nigga's watching you?
That's different.
Like
No.
if your
That's
ass wasn't
different.
so fat, he wouldn't be looking at
That's,
you.
that's
How did
different because
All right, but
therefore
but
your ass is
that
fat?
woman is not
hold
that woman is not interacting with the man that's staring at her.
But the difference,
exactly.
She might be
the
holding
difference,
your hand. She might be like just right.
But we wouldn't wear certain things, provocative things, because we know that the attention will come towards our way. So out of respect for the man that we're with, we don't do certain
so
things.
basically, he shouldn't speak because attention is going to come his way.
He can speak, but it's the content of what you're saying.
Let
So
me tell
let's
you something. There's a
say,
level of
don't get
respect
around.
and there's a
It's
line.
a con.
There's
It's the
boundaries.
content.
There's boundaries that people shouldn't cross.
Absolutely.
And I
Now,
think that, and sometimes men have a
If
habit of saying, well, no, that's not really it. I think energy is transferable and people can see what's going on. Like you can see it. And so when you
exactly.
get that heat from the woman that you with, it's because she saw something taking place there. She might not
Hmm.
be able to pinpoint it, but she can sense it and she can see it.
but there's a thin line between acknowledging something that might possibly go left and you just being insecure about what's going on.
Well, where do you think the insecurity comes from? What
Because
the
sometimes
That's
what you think you might have seen because it's coming from a place of jealousy really wasn't what it was
the insecurity might have came from a place of mistrust. There might have been
from
something
past
that you might
relationships
have
though.
done in the
It's
relationship.
not from what we've been through. It's from what you've been through in your
Which
past.
yeah, it's
Yeah, but
that this person might have been through because of you,
So
not you specifically, because of the person that they're with.
so
You know
I
what
owe
I'm saying?
you so I owe you that transparency because I know that I fucked up in the past. So
Yes,
that's
yeah,
owed to you because I know giving you that will give you a sense of comfort.
yes,
yeah.
So if I know that I cheated and I'm around other women, now that I know that you feel some type of way because I have cheated, I'm gonna bring you into the conversation and introduce you to who I'm speaking to, so you don't feel some type of way.
yes.
I don't think that'll change
But
stuff.
now it's not, but it'll ease the blow a lot less because it's gonna be a like after like the 13th women of me introducing you to, you're gonna get tired and overwhelmed. And you're gonna be like,
It would ease the blow
you
because
did
now it seems like I'm being represented. So that's what eases the blow. I'm being represented. They know who I am. I have a
but,
title.
but that
The
still
bond is
doesn't
great.
mean she's not gonna want her cheeks clapped by him.
Yeah, but in a female's point of view, it's like this bitch know who I am. He gave me my title. Everyone knows here who I am. So the disrespect is more now from the other female, not really from you too, but not really from you. You get what I'm saying?
Because you've already been established.
A lot of females feel like that.
All that does is just give the person a little bit of comfort. But ultimately, I think respect is key. Like,
Absolutely.
respect is at the top of the list.
Agreed.
Right. So let's go to the next one. Jennifer said open relationships is a recipe for disaster.
Mm-hmm.
Once that thought comes to mind is an open door to ending your relationship sooner than it started.
What do you think about that,
I
Mario?
don't
Because
think open relationships are a recipe for disaster.
really, why not?
Because oh,
if both, sorry, bro, sorry,
okay. No.
if both of you understand that y'all have the freedom to do what y'all want, but y'all communicate, the problem is you guys are communicating, and because that communication is there, you probably won't find interest in being with somebody else because you didn't close out sex with having it with someone else. So now you guys are more open to speaking about everything. Mm-hmm. Because what's sustained and what seems so like is a no-do, it's a could-do. So what am I hiding from you now? There's nothing to hide from you. So now when there's nothing to hide from this person, it's almost like that dynamic of where one is one. Because if you want to go do what you did, and I'm not gonna be mad. And if I want to go do, what I did, and you ain't gonna be mad. Mm-hmm. After a while, that's gonna be like, yo, I'm not interested in doing none of that shit. I'm good.
It's gonna click.
Because sorry, to cut your wisdom. Y'all understand each other, but now y'all have to deal with the individual that y'all just want to go do what y'all did with. Mm-hmm. And y'all don't even want that type of problem yo, leave me alone. I'm good where I'm at. But you know, niggas and women will be chasing you. Like, no more. No, come. Like, we don't got time for that. We happy where we at. Now, I don't want my girl decking the girl I just had sex with. And you don't want your man smacking a nigga, shooting a nigga that you just had sex with. Because the nigga gonna shoot. We ain't gonna fight. We gonna shoot. So I think we don't want that dynamic. Yo, you know what? Let's just not deal with niggas. Let's just do our own thing. Now what happens with that dynamic? Now niggas, as a partner, we find a girl. Y'all find a girlfriend.
But you have some people that actually want to date other people and want to be with that person. So that's why I guess these people are saying it's a recipe for disaster because eventually you will be more into one person than you are than the other. I mean, that's the way I think. You guys maybe think a different way.
I mean, I don't feel like love comes with a limit. I feel like you can endlessly love. I feel like, I mean, you're not going to love your partner the way you love your mom and dad because that's a different type of love. But that love that you still have is still for every individual. I mean, love is endless to me. I feel like you can love more than one person. I feel like just because you love one person doesn't mean you love the other person less.
Have you been in those type of situations before? Are you speaking from experience?
More than one person?
Like, yeah. Are you speaking from experience?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where you've loved like a woman, two women at the same time?
Yes.
Damn, what the hell was that like?
Yeah, what does that feel like? Because I've never been through that. What does that feel like?
Okay. One person can check a number of boxes for you, but still can't complete you whole. And then you have another person that check the rest of the boxes that you need to be checked. Now, both of them are two different individuals, and you love them in their own way because of what they can provide for you, which is happiness at the end of the day. Everyone wants to be happy. But you can be happy in different ways, and different people can provide that type of happiness for you. Like, say if you got a man who provides, he's dope. But then you got a nigga that make you laugh, and he makes you feel good all the time. The man that provides doesn't have that capability. Without no demon time. But you still love him because of what he can bring to you to make you happy. But the nigga that make you laugh,
he got demon time.
That motherfucker is different.
All on his demon time.
And it's okay. Like, I don't feel like you should be shunned or labeled because You with two people that make you happy. I feel like you're entitled to that. Like being happy is like the number one thing you should be always.
Do
Yeah.
you think that you can find someone or be with someone that crosses all those T's and dots all those I's? Or do you think
Yeah.
that, yeah, right?
Yes.
You can,
Yeah.
but it's rare. So you settle. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't feel like
You can, but it's rare.
I
So
don't
you
think you have to set. I
I feel
don't
like
really
you have
think
to
you have
work
to
out.
settle.
You have to like work out everything. Like you,
Carla, does your husband check all your boxes? Every single expectation of a man that you could ever possibly want that'll make you outstandingly happy. Does he check every single box? And I need you to keep it 100%. Because I know there's some things that your husband might do that you be like, this motherfucker get on my nerves. Doesn't mean you love him less. But it
No
feels
one
like
said. No one
he
said their relationships are perfect. So, all right.
nobody's perfect. So no one
One
can
person,
check every
what
single
I'm
box.
saying is that one person can make you happy. One person can make you happy. Obviously, they have their flaws, but I don't think that you need two people to make you happy. Two, three, four, five, whatever. I don't think you need multiple people to make you happy.
I
I
agree.
personally, I personally feel like one person can make me happy. You can make me laugh. You can make me come. You can make me happy. You can make my heart happy. You can make my coochie happy. You can make my smile here. Like, I think that it works out with one person. I don't need a whole bunch of people to do that. Even I love the perfection and the imperfection in the person that I'm with.
Well said. That's dope. I didn't think you had that in you, Shelly.
So
Good job.
answer Carla, you're about your husband. Your husband.
no answer.
They said, y'all not going to bed comfortable
No
tonight.
answer.
I think happiness
Y
comes
que
from.
voy pregúntale. I said, leave that shit alone.
Yeah, happiness comes from within, and,
Right.
and then with you being happy, you can make everyone else happy, and ultimately, or not make anybody happy. I think happiness comes from within. You know what I'm saying? But one person, just to answer that question, one person, you get married, it's not perfect, and people honestly have flaws, so there's certain boxes that still need to be checked off, my end and his end. And so to answer your question, it's not perfect, no.
But you're still accepting of
But
it.
you become accepting of who the person is. You might complain a lot, you might feel uncomfortable by certain things, you might not like certain things, but I would rather it be that person than
Both
anybody
of
else,
them.
because of the other positive things that I, encountered in my life. You know what I'm saying? But
Well
not,
said.
and then for what he said, how sometimes, I mean, people are free to liberal. You're a very liberal person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? You like to live your life a particular type of way, and there's no judgment in that. And he just sees there's relationships are not, they're challenging. That's all I gotta say.
And there's rules and boundaries that come
There,
with that.
there are certain
I don't
rules and there's certain
Bless you.
boundaries. I mean, there's
I'm
people that
willing to
that
follow.
come into your relationship and they try to. You got to set boundaries here. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's like taking care of a baby all
Right.
the
Mhm.
time. And so some people don't want to deal with that. And that might seem like is your case, like
That's you.
that, and that's why people are in like two different spaces. But for me personally, yeah, it's challenging. Relationships, marriage, all of that can be very, very challenging. But I enjoy where I'm at. Carla says, I agree. Sometimes you have to make yourself a little unhappy to
To
make
make
your.
your partner happy.
It's not always about you. I think Mario mentioned that earlier. Um,
Yeah, sometimes you have to be a little selfless, not selfish all the time.
and I agree with the whole idea of people having, or I think a lot of times women give a lot of themselves. Men too, there are men out there like that. um it's okay to be a little selfish in your relationship, because you got to take care of yourself. You got to have a little bit of self-care, and sometimes you being selfish, like you mentioned earlier, Mario, is you being selfish so that you can conquer the majority of the things for your unit, but you may not be going about it the way we want you to go about it.
Right.
And so I've seen that here as well. Like, you know, throughout our journey. And so I kind of understood some of the things that you were saying. And you know, you got to be at in a particular space in your life to even understand that part. I mean, for me anyway, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Tuti, Tuti, go back.
yeah, she said, yeah,
She said, but Mario, 30 minutes out of your busy day will suffice. Women do it a lot, and it's a small sacrifice
30
that'll
minutes,
go a long way. I'm gonna be honest.
30 minutes is not enough.
All right, it's not. So we're not going based on what's enough and you know. But the fact that you actually took the time to come and you see me versus not coming at all makes a big difference because you didn't have to. I know you're tired. I know you had a lot going on. I know you're working. I know you have so much that you're doing. But the fact that you came and you saw me just for 30 minutes, that means a lot to me.
You are willing to understand that.
But
Not
that's
most
what she's
of the time.
saying too.
That's what you're willing to understand it. And a lot of people, a lot of people know how to say shit, but don't know how to accept what they say.
mm-hmm.
That's true.
So it's like,
But I guess it's like she rather. Is they froze? They froze? Mm.
A little bit. Go ahead, keep going.
I feel like what she's saying is like you're I'd rather see you than not see you at all. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like
Yeah.
I'd rather see you than not see you at all. I'd rather spend time with you, even if it's just 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever, than not spend any time with you at all. Something is better than nothing. You know what I mean?
right.
I guess that's how I look at it, and I guess that's what Tuti was trying to say as well. I could be wrong, but that's how I look at it from my point of view. I'd rather have a little of you than have nothing at all because those 30 minutes mean a lot to me versus not seeing you at all because I do want to spend time with you.
But I feel like you should also express that. Some men probably get caught up in trying to do everything and carry the whole world on their shoulders. That sometimes you just saying what you mean and meaning what you say would help the relationship go a lot further than you assuming that he should know. Because sometimes we don't know because we get caught up in making sure we're good. That the miscellaneous things that makes you the most happy is the things that sometimes we ignore because we don't know that it's the little things that matter sometimes.
That's true. I mean, a lot of relationships have problems with communication. So sometimes the way someone says something may interpret it a different way, but it's not how you really interpret it.
She said he's a comedian, makes everyone happy. That's a part of your personality.
And
And so I
sometimes
guess
that's
what she's trying to say is anybody that's gonna be with you, she has to understand your personality.
right.
Mhm.
Sometimes that me trying to make everybody else happy sometimes makes me depressed. And like comedians are really dark. Like it's not all like I crack jokes to sometimes keep from crying most times. So I enjoy staying in a happy space because being in that happy space keeps me from going crazy.
That's cool. She said respect is top tier. She said Mario is just an explorer. He will never be fully satisfied with one person. My opinion.
Wow.
Is that true?
That was my cousin who said that.
I'm at a space in my life where rules aren't a thing for me. Don't get me wrong.
You're sowing your royal oats.
It's not even sometimes it's not even about women though. That's the crazy part. People really sometimes get it misconstrued. Sometimes I'm so focused on the shit I want to do and the shit I want to have done that I don't have time for other people. Like I don't have time to nurture you and make you feel good and do stuff like that because I'm focused on my own shit. And me
Do
accomplishing me and putting me in a position to win sometimes is more important than being with you. And it's no disrespect to you. Is that I'm more important. And my goals and where I'm at in my life has to be accomplished. Like I really don't have any room for error.
do men really nurture women, or is that usually a woman's thing to do?
It goes both ways. Because I've done help people go through college and get their masters and all of that stuff. Like I've definitely self-sacrificed myself a lot to make everybody happy most of the time. And most of the time men do it unknowingly and sometimes women take that for granted. Like there's a woman that, for example, beautiful example. There's women that love flowers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And because a man doesn't provide the flowers every 2 weeks like she used to, she feel like he doesn't care. But you know what she also likes?
Mm-hmm.
She likes Pepsi. So he might no, seriously. So because he won't bring you flowers, but when he comes in the crib, he has a cold bottle of Pepsi in his hand. For you to
Pepsi turns to a norm.
For you to
So
enjoy.
now she doesn't value it anymore.
I don't like flowers, but continue.
Hey.
Well, but this is what I'm saying. So because he doesn't bring you flowers doesn't mean he doesn't show up for you in other ways. That's what I mean.
Right.
So
Well, nobody is perfect. So anyone expecting perfection in their relationship, you're not being fair because you yourself are not perfect as well to the person that you're with.
right. And I'm not an explorer. I'm focused. Is what I am. Sometimes my focusedness can be
misunderstood.
We like ran over the hour, but there was a topic, Mario, that we wanted to touch, and that topic was do women exhibit clown behavior?
All the time.
Absolutely.
Okay, Arlo. So let's start with Arlo because I love to hear what you have to say.
1 second.
So,
can we get to this comment right here?
You are out here breaking hearts because I'm sure you're not clear with your real intentions. What do you got?
Nanny Prima.
My actions are giving you what my intentions are.
Wait, repeat
actions
that.
Actions speak louder than words. So what he said was that his actions
if I'm moving in a manner that you know isn't conducive to the relationship flourishing in the way that you would like,
then you need to
I don't have to tell you that this is a serious thing. You should already know. So I'm not breaking hearts. Your expectations are being broken, and therefore you're self-sabotaging yourself because you're putting yourself in a situation with somebody who doesn't deem you worthy of that situation at that particular time. So if we have an agreement that we're having sex casually and you get into your feelings about the sex that we're having because it's elite, when I go on and I'm with somebody else, we've already had that conversation. So at what point do you feel like I'm breaking your heart if you put yourself in that situation in the first place? So at what point do you take responsibility for yourself?
Right. So you're saying like
the person, I'm lost at how I'm breaking hearts.
No, so the person, whoever decides to be in that situation, their heart is broken because of their unmet expectations themselves. I agree with that.
You put yourself in that situation. You agreed to the terms of which this relationship was founded upon. It was agreed by both of us. So now that I leave and go do something else, we already came into the situation understanding that we were just going to be intimate. And this is generally speaking. This ain't
right. This is not real life. This is an example.
And we go into a relationship that this is just sex, then that's just what it is. Now, if we have another conversation that this has blossomed into something a little more serious, and then I go off and do something else, then you fully are entitled to your feelings. I am breaking your heart. And for that, I do apologize. But we walked into the situation knowing that we was going to bump. We was going to do the nasty. And I'm disgusted.
Ew.
He's owning his truth. He's owning.
Okay. So, anyways, you have a gift of gab.
I have no idea who this woman is.
She watches her show. But anyways, we were going to the topic about do women exhibit clown behavior? Arlo has said yes. So Arlo, can you elaborate on that? What is clown behavior?
So, if you left a nigga to date the same nigga, you a clown.
Okay.
Well, to date the same type of person,
you a clown.
So I think based on our last conversations also, like you're not learning from the type of guy that you dated in the past and keep on continuously dating. the same type of person, then
Clown.
do you consider that to be a clown? Yes, right, Arlo? Because I don't want to speak for you. I just that's what I get from it.
I'm glad that we're communicating and we understand that. So yeah, see how
Okay.
you allowed me the opportunity to explain what I was trying to say.
Okay.
Okay, this me. I have two different type of clown behaviors.
Okay. What's the clown for you when it
One
comes up
clown
to
behavior
women?
is if I came up to you with all the intentions of being in a relationship with you, and then now you said you weren't interested, and I respected it, and we both went our separate ways, and now 2-3 years later that you see me blossoming and blowing up, and now you want to become a part of what I was trying to build with you a couple of years prior. I feel like you a clown for that. I feel like
She
once
went to Chris Brown, that she went to
Well,
Michael.
yeah,
you have some women that want men that are already established. There's little 1 out of 10 women will be there by your side
The
while you're
problem,
flourishing.
the problem with dating a man that's already established is that there's many women that want to be in your position.
That's true, but it
So
still
because he didn't
exists.
grow with you and he grew without you, you're just sharing the moment with him. You're not part of his moment.
That's true. But there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of women that want a man that's already established. So if someone meets you during your struggling times, it's rare that a female, like you said, women marry up, right?
mm-hmm.
Women date up. So because you're in your moment and you're doing good, then a lot of women will want to be in that moment. But there's not a lot of people that want to date someone that's, you know, getting their shit together. Now, the one that's there while you still getting your shit together, now that's a keeper.
Right, absolutely. And the second clown behavior, which is recent, um, right?
Okay,
Uh,
what's the second?
a relationship had occurred, right?
Mm-hmm.
The relationship was broken up.
Okay.
Man walks into a party, the ex is there, it becomes a thing. Some way, somehow, I don't know how I become involved in that situation, but I was told, hey, can you tell him to get out of the party because it's making her uncomfortable, right? I personally don't care. It's none of my business. Not fucking either one of you. So get go on with that bullshit because I'm here to have a good time, right? So now we're gonna fast forward. So that happens and that transpired. So now me, because I was kind of uneasy about how all that went down. Now I reach out to the person and ask them, "Are you okay?" Because that was kind of weird. Really don't know you from a hole in your wall to be telling somebody else to leave a venue because you uncomfortable. So have a couple conversations, and now something gets brought up along the line of children. So now I'm under the impression that this particular individual had fathered children with someone else, and then she goes and she says, "No, that's not true. We was together during that time." Right? So I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's weird." But I'm not here to speak on other men because the last thing I do when I'm speaking to a woman is speak on another man or try to downplay another man to make myself look good so you can fuck with me. That's clown behavior. I'm not down with that.
That's one on one.
So I'm like, cool. I'm not in the habit of speaking about other men, but let me get some further information about this topic that we discussing. And when I have a for sure answer about this discussion, we can then continue on this conversation and I can tell you yay or nay. This clown goes back and calls the ex-boyfriend and tells the ex-boyfriend that I said that he had fathered 2 children with another individual.
What?
Yeah, says my name and all of that. And I'm sitting there like, if y'all was broken up, why would you then go back to him
Because you still care.
and y'all not together no more and tell him that I said? Not that I give a fuck because I stand by everything that I've ever said. I'm not ducking no smoke from nobody. If you kill me, you just make my kids rich. That's all that's gonna happen. Thank you. So
No,
now
yeah.
my name is being dragged into the situation because now it looks like I'm out here talking about this
Another
man,
man.
how he's not a dad, right? Which is fact, none of my business. But I feel like if you've been fighting a rumor about not being father to 2 kids, the smart thing would be to do to take a DNA test, so that way you can say, "Hi, look, these really ain't my kids. Shut the fuck up, leave me alone." Right or wrong?
Right.
Because I'm not really sitting here fighting I'm a dad rumors and not have no proof to back it up. I'm not the father. Sometimes just isn't enough. To 2 kids, right? So, me, I was never contacted. I was never reached out to. But there's a lot of clown shit that's going on that I can't really respect. So my thing is there's a lot of ways to contact me. You can reach out via social media. You can ask somebody that I know for my phone number.
His name is Easy Does It.
And we can have a discussion. Like, I have no problems talking to another man about anything because I'm open to discuss almost anything. I can talk about almost anything. But my thing is what we're not going to do is paint this picture that I'm out here talking about another man. It's not what it is. And I felt like Shorty exhibited clown behavior by going back to an ex that you're no longer with and then mentioning my name and saying that I said it. That was whack.
Okay, so
she was definitely light skinned.
Yeah, you expect that from me.
Oh my God.
Wait, he said she was light skinned?
Yeah, he got this thing about light skinned people that they extra.
Oh my God. What what?
That was a terrible experience. It was like
it made you feel some type of way.
Unnecessary.
It made Carla feel some type of way because she light skinned. I'm glad I'm in the middle.
Oh, you know I love you. You ain't light skin, you caramel.
You're a dark mocha.
You're a dark mocha.
Mm-hmm. With milk, though.
You know what I mean? You expensive at Starbucks, you hear me?
Top 9.
Oh my God. So that's the only 2 behaviors that you think exhibits clown behavior with a woman.
Yeah, he
so how
and doubling back. Like, don't double back. Once you say no, respect the no. Like, stand on that.
So what's clown behavior for a man?
Or men are just clowns all the way.
So he's just saying a clown.
Not all.
Clown is somebody that goes back and runs her mouth to somebody she's no longer with. Well, it sounds to me like she's trying to get back with the person.
And the back and forth.
This is the way in.
Yeah, the back and forth.
Whatever's for them is for them. I'm sending healing energies to both of them.
Yeah, and maybe we shouldn't even be talking to this person anymore.
I just respectfully ask that you keep my name out your mouth. Otherwise,
you disrespectfully ask?
Right.
I had to clarify that. I'm like, did he say
yeah, I tell jokes, but that doesn't mean I play with you like that.
Right.
I don't want to talk about what I've done because I've gotten away with it. Please don't make me get back to that because that's
let's keep him in this space.
Please.
We like who you are.
In Jesus' name.
Who you are.
So that's what men do. That's what women do as clown behavior. So what do men do as clown behavior?
Because a nigga will sit there and see another nigga talking to a girl, and then he won't go back to the nigga's girl like, yo, your man is out here talking to another nigga. I don't think that's the type of nigga you deserve by your side. You's a clown, bro.
And he just doing that because he want to clap the cheek.
That's the thing about it.
Or trying to discourage you from talking to a girl he liked by lying about that he slept with her.
It's a fact.
It's bad.
You a clown.
Or just lying about shit that you really don't have.
Or if you take another nigga's life story to use it for yours, you a clown.
Or you borrow denim because your Amiri's fit better on you than it does him. So you want to wear his clothes. That's clown behavior.
So maybe we should make a topic about clown behavior.
Absolutely.
Next Tuesday. And put a list together.
Yeah, because I feel like lying on your dick is the worst thing a man can do. Lying about money and lying on your needs. Because I feel like there's only 2 things men really got to stand on. It's how much you make and the sexual partners. Real men don't kiss and tell. There's a couple of people that I've had sex with that no one would ever know that me and them were intimate. But I'm not going to talk about having sex with them to discourage you from talking to them. If you like that person, go ahead. May the odds be forever in your favor. I'm going to encourage love. Why are you looking at me like that, bro? Because what does me having sex with them doesn't make you any less wanting to. So because I tell you I slept with a dude not going to one,
Right.
it don't change the fact that her ass is still fat.
Yes, it does.
Listen, this was a great conversation. We about to yo, this is awesome. Yo, we need to have you guys back next week.
Ooh, one more thing of clown behavior.
Clown behavior.
Okay.
I have 4 brothers.
Oh God.
And with the women,
What number are you? Like, where do you fall?
I'm number 3.
3.
Number 3.
And there's some women that had sex with my brothers and then came back and had sex with me. And then me,
Carla, they took her out.
yeah, I'm sorry, because I feel like this needs to be said. If you are going to have sex with brothers, I think out of your own self-respect, you need to let the person know that you and their relative has been intimate. I feel like that's priority. Because I feel like it's a little crazy that you out here throwing box because we're men, knowing that you slept with my brother. Because now I personally feel like I'm in competition with my brother.
So if I'm your brother,
oh my God.
So if I'm your man's and you slept with Shorty, shouldn't you as my man's let me know you clap?
Did she notify me?
What?
She has no. I don't know that you clapped. If she gave me notification that y'all had sex,
I'm saying this. If you my man's, right?
Okay.
And I showed you Shorty.
Her right there.
Right.
Okay.
Shouldn't you let me know that you clap?
It depends. All right? It depends solely on how you visualize it. Now, if you're saying that you want to wife that and you feel like that's your end-all be-all, I'm not going to discourage that type of love from flourishing because we had one night of demonic sex.
So you're not going to tell him?
No. I'm going to tell you. But
not after, before.
I got to see where that goes, bro. I got to see where it goes. Because if y'all had sex and y'all didn't work out, what's the purpose of me telling you?
So if I
how does that change the route of the relationship?
Oh God!
Somebody you end up dating, and I didn't tell you I smashed.
What if you didn't know you didn't know I was dating her until I brought her to the crib, and then you like, she already in the house. You think I'm not gonna have sex now?
What?
Right, but are you gonna take it serious?
Yes, I can still take it serious, even though she slept with somebody I know. That shouldn't change nothing, bro.
Even though she slept with a nigga that's your man's.
Like, because he's going based on his bond with her.
And I'm going based on my bond with you. Like, you my brother enough that I probably already know how you give it up. So, number one, I'm in competition with whatever sex you had with her. I don't know whether you was on demon time or you had a lazy night, okay?
Always on demon.
So, I'm going to try to give her demonic times 2 Super Saiyan 3. To not only you, but still build the bond with her to where your dick didn't even matter, King.
When?
Come on, now. Come on. It's all about egos. Sometimes you gotta check your ego at the door. I'm not gonna love you less because you slept with him, but it'll be nice to know.
He's a mad baby oil.
What? What do you need baby oil for?
I'm about to be a whole stripper that night. You hear me?
See, that it's not clown behavior because I'm not knowing his feelings toward this woman. What if you tell the wrong person the wrong type of news and he goes back and shoot her? Now you're responsible because you don't know what level of insecurity he's on. So you have to be responsible enough to know who you could divulge certain information to. Some men can't take the fact that their woman slept with another man, even though she wasn't a virgin when y'all met.
That's
like, let's keep it a whole buck. So I'm a clown for not saying nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing right away, but I'm gonna let him know eventually, like, hey, bro, not for nothing. Y'all broke up? Damn, that's crazy. But I gotta put you on. I clapped. A long time ago, it meant nothing, don't worry about it. As to, her right there? Yeah, bro, I fucked the shit out of that. But go ahead, though. Who's the clown? That's whack. That's extremely whack.
No. If he emotional about what you just said, that now he a clown.
Most niggas are gonna, because the ego is bruised, so they're gonna feel some type of way, whether you said it or not.
And that's the same reason we don't circle with niggas like that.
Absolutely. Real is real, exactly. But sometimes real ain't for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Some people can't reciprocate that type of realness. Sometimes when you walk in the room, it do make people uncomfortable.
That's true. And on that note, we're gonna end this. That was great conversation, y'all. Listen, any last words? We going y'all on tomorrow?
Yes, we'll be on tomorrow, 8:30 to 9 p.m. Possibly. You got to give us
A half an hour?
Negro time. Apologies for the unprofessionalism, but we haven't been paid yet or cut a check for this. So, the topic for tomorrow is child support. Some people think child support is a broke bitch sport.
I would definitely tune in.
My homegirl Shay will definitely be in the building.
Oh, we gotta see her. We gotta watch.
And
she was definitely dope last week.
Awesome. She's a beautiful, beautiful, dope spirit. I love her to death.
Be watching her.
She'll be on. So we'll have the women perspective of child support, and then we'll have me as a dad who is currently on child support. My perspective on it, and I'm speaking for all dads.
I'll just be learning.
You might not end up on child support. Don't worry.
So we'll be
but
on
you'll be
Facebook
schooled
and YouTube simultaneously. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Love Podcast tomorrow, 8:30 or 9.
And you guys are having a party. You guys are supposed to be having a party soon, right?
August 19th, Foreign Feet.
August 19th, okay? Foreign Feats and Summer Nights.
I will be there.
Carla,
we going?
I would need the Prada. I would need the Alexander McQueens. I would need the Christian Louboutins. I would need all of that to come outside and play. Okay, it's all about the feats. People have done sneaker balls, but what's a sneaker to a foreign?
Oh, okay. So we'll see you guys next time. Michelle, when are you going to be cooking?
I cook every day. Well, every weekend.
So,
I cook every weekend. I cook once a month in New York. Yeah, once a month in New York. And then the rest of the weeks in New York, in Texas, in Houston.
When's the next time you'll be in New York?
If not next weekend, the weekend after.
I'll definitely be coming to see you for a play.
All right, then, guys. Thank you, guys. We'll definitely catch everybody later. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Peace. Bye.